Hello, welcome to episode 5 of Mythbusters. We've got some pretty nice and easy ones here today. The first one I saw was asking if the request forms are affected by luck. And if we take a look at the logbook, we can see that stacking them does this for us, but it might be worth checking if clovers have any effect either. So for this test, I just went to 3 different stages with 3 different request forms, with only 1 stack of request form and no clover. And I ended up getting 5 whites and 1 green. And with a clover, not much changed at all. I was still getting whites pretty much every time. And kind of the reason I suspected this to be the case is because Rusted Key has a similar logbook description, and luck doesn't do anything for that either, so this makes sense. Back before the DLC, Tri-Tip and Shatterspleen with full crit was known to be one of the strongest item synergies in the game. But when Needle Tick was introduced, they made the bleed from each no longer stack separately, and I wanted to check if this was still the case, and unfortunately it is. So even if I have normal bleed, or even if I have normal bleed and full crit and Shatterspleen, the bleed still stacks at the same speed. And the third one is cool, I get asked it quite a bit. It's if Shrine of Order affects used items like Dios and Watch and Afflictions. And this is a pretty simple one to test, so I got all 3 and I went over to the moon with the guaranteed Shrine of Order, and nothing happened. So the answer is no, it doesn't affect anything there. And the last thing isn't so much a test, but just something cool I thought I should point out. Mostly everything I made a video on is getting fixed by Hopu. So for example, the Hooks of Heresy glitch, the Harpoon cancel with Engineer is patched out, missile-based attacks not being able to proc missile-based attacks was also fixed, and even from when I talked about Burn being ruined, they buffed Flame Bolt a little bit, so I'm gonna have to go back a little bit and change some of the titles to say patched and everything, but it does look like Hopu's making an effort to fix a lot of this stuff, and that's gonna be about it for this episode. If you have something you want me to test, go ahead and leave a comment. I'll go through it. Maybe it'll be in the next video. It's gonna be about it. See ya.